Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria Yenga, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be taking you through how to make this beautiful wrap top. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe, and let's get into this tutorial. We are going to use our African print fabric and the red lining. Fold your fabric into two. We start by drafting the back pattern of our top. And go ahead and mark your neckline by 3 inches. You can use 3.5 inches depending on the side. And then go down by 2 inches according to what I like. You can use 1 inch, but I prefer 2 inches. I don't like my neck to be so high. Go ahead and draw a curve down like this. Connect that 2 points together by doing a curve, and then go ahead and mark and measure your shoulder to shoulder measurement. Mine was 7, and I added 1/2 inch for sewing allowance to make 7.5, 7.5. And then go ahead and go down by 1/2 inch because our shoulders are not straight. Make a rule to connect the neckline to the shoulder length, just like you see me doing, guys. Go ahead and measure your bust point from shoulder to bust point and mark it right there. Mine was 10, so that's what I used. Please use your measurements or the person you're making this top for. Go ahead and mark it right there. I marked 10 inches and then make a line right there. We continue to mark our full length because in this case we are not going to need so much our under bust point. So continue to mark the full length of your top. I wanted mine to be a crop top, so I measured 17 inches, and go ahead and rule a line right where you've marked. We go ahead and mark 1 inch or 1.5 inches depending on your size to get our armhole point or upper bust point. In this case we are going to use it as our armhole point, and mark it right there. Make a rule, a line right there, and we continue to the next level. So go ahead and get the measurements you have on your neckline and shoulder point, which is 7.5 on mine, and mark it on your upper bust point just like you see me doing, so that we can get our armhole. Go ahead and make a line from your shoulder line to that point that you marked, and then measure the inches you have and divide it by 2 to get the middle of your armhole. And go ahead and mark 1/2 inch and draw a curve just like you see me doing. We are starting to get our armhole curve, guys. I hope you guys are following. With your round bust measurement, divide it by 4 and add 2.5 inches to get that point that you see me marking. That is my bust measurements, round bust measurements, divided by 4, and add 2.5 inches, guys, and mark it right there like you see me doing. Now go ahead and make a curve just like you see me doing to connect it to the first curve that you made, and you get your armhole ready. You can use a freehand, or if you have a curved ruler, please go ahead and use that to get your perfect armhole. But even freehand is working perfectly, guys. You need to practice using freehand just in case you don't have the other tools. Next we go to measure our dart. We have to get the dart, but since this is the back part of our top, you get your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, which is 3.5. Mine, use yours please, and mark it on the 3 lines that you have just like you see me doing. Make a line to join the 3 points that you just marked. On the full length line, go ahead and mark 1/2 inch on both sides of the line that you just made, and then go ahead and mark straight lines just like you see me doing from the bottom to top or from top to bottom to make your dart, to create your dart. Now your round waist measurement divided by 4, and then you add the dart, which is 1 inch, and then you also add 1 inch sewing allowance or 1.5 sewing allowance depending on your preference, and then mark it right there like you see me doing. You can get your ruler and then mark a straight line right from the armhole that you marked there towards the mark you've made on the waistline to create your basic bodice. But in this case, this is our back part. Then get our front scissor and cut out our draft pattern, just like you see me doing, or follow the way I'm cutting my draft so that you can also get yours out perfectly, just like you see me doing. If you have any questions, guys, please ask me in the comment section below. I'll be answering all your questions. And please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Put on a notification bell so that you'll be the very first person to receive a notification whenever I upload a new tutorial. Moving on, we are going to cut out our front part of the top, which is the wrap, and get your fabric and fold it into two like you see me doing. Bring your back pattern that you cut out and place it on top of the fabric. Get your round waist measurement, divide it by 4 to get that wrap extension of our top. And then I went down by 7 inches to get my front neckline. You can use 6, you can use 6.5 or 7. I went down by 7 inches to get my front neckline. Go ahead on the waistline using the back pattern that you drew and rule a line going to the wrap extension that you just measured. Mine was 7.5 inches. So go ahead and use the extension you made and rule a line downwards to see where you have to stop so that you don't make a mistake. So at the extreme end of the line you've just marked, go ahead and mark 3 inches upwards or 2.5 inches, and that will be allowance for our wrap belts for our wrap top. After that, go ahead and mark a straight line from that point towards the 7 inches that you just marked. That will mark as our wrap extensions for the top. And then open your back draft and create a neckline, a slightly curved neckline for our front part of the wrap top, just like you see me doing. Our front scissor comes in to help us cut out our draft, just like you see me doing. Go ahead and cut it out carefully, and we shall get our 2 pieces, the front and back pieces. We bring in our lining and we place our cutout fabrics to cut out the lining as well. So go ahead and do the same, cut out the front and back part of the linings, and then we continue to the next step. Go ahead and cut out 2 pieces on fold to start on our sleeves. Our sleeves have a ruffle at the end, so I made mine 19 inches long. For the width, your round armhole measurement divided by 2. I went ahead to mark 2 inches from the folded part of the sleeve. Go ahead to mark 4.5 inches from up going downwards. You mark 4.5 inches or 5 inches depending on your size, and then mark a straight line right there. Also continue to mark your ankle measurement. Mine is 12 inches, and then mark a straight line right there as well. Measure your round biceps measurement and divide it by 2. What you get, add 1.5 and mark it right there. We are using freehand, so go ahead and do an S shape, but a slanting S shape, just like you see me doing, to get your armhole curve, guys. Moving on, we mark our round elbow measurements. What you get, divide it by 2 and add 1.5 inches to it and mark it where it stops. Measure your round wrist measurement and divide it by 2 as well. After getting the results, please add 1.5 inches as well and mark it right there. With your free hand or with a ruler, you can go ahead and mark a line with connecting the points that you just made to get your arm or sleeve, and then cut it out like you see me doing, guys. I used 20 inches long and 6 inches wide to cut out the 2 pieces that will act as the ruffled part of our sleeve. I also went ahead to cut out the 2 pieces that will act as our ropes for the wrap top. Now that we are done cutting everything out, we go ahead and arrange our fabrics with the lining. We head over to the sewing machine and make stitches on the front part of our top and the waistline. Then for the back, you go ahead and make a stitch on the neckline and the shoulders and the waist part of your pattern. But don't forget to put the 2 pieces, the lining and the fabric, right parts facing each other. And then after making your stitches, go ahead and make notches like you see me doing, so that you can put them on the right sides perfectly well. After unfolding your pieces like this to the right sides, please go ahead and give them a very good press, a very good iron to get perfect results, and then we move on. Go ahead and gather and make gathers for the 2 pieces you cut out for the last part of your sleeve, or you can make ruffles depending on what you like, and then join the 2 pieces, the upper and lower parts of the sleeve together to make your full sleeve. Put your front and back pieces together, right sides facing each other. I'm going to show you the best way to make a stitch to connect your shoulders. Please pay attention. Start with one side of the front part and open it because you didn't close it when you were making a stitch connecting it with the lining, and connect it like that, level it very well and cover it inwards. Open it inwards like you see me doing and fold it inwards like this, the lining to the back and the front part to the front, just like you see me doing. The African print fabrics together and the linings together, and then make a stitch, then do it for the other side as well. This is the final result of the shoulder stitch. Please make sure you get such results. If you don't understand, please rewind the video and rewatch it again, please. As you see, our top is coming up to life, so we go ahead and get our two pieces one by one. You fix it in the space you left, like you remember the 3 inches you left, please fix it inside like you see me doing. Please watch carefully, and then after, you're gonna put your hand behind the other side of the, like you see me doing. Put your arm inside and pull it out, just like you see me doing, guys, just like that, and then arrange it properly. Sorry, the camera didn't show that part. I think I raised my hands so high outside the camera, but after pulling it out like that, arrange it so well, and then go ahead and make a stitch on those 3 inches, like use half an inch, 0.5 inches, just like you see me showing you there. Make a stitch and then you do it for the other side as well. Heading over to the sleeve part, we are going to put our right sides facing each other. We get our sleeve, put them right sides facing each other, and then we make a stitch to connect the sleeve to the armhole, like you see me showing you. We are done connecting our sleeve. Now we go ahead to make a stitch on the sides to finish up our top. So go ahead and fold the sleeve like you see me doing right there. Fold it and make sure all the parts are equal, just like that. Go ahead and make a stitch from the sleeve to the armhole to the waist, just like you see me showing you. Do the same for the other side of our top, and then our top is ready, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is the final results. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment and share. Put on a notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.